Yeah. I think I'll do that for now. Or, actually, I don't know. There's this one I just wrote that's really funny. It's about, like, liking people at work. Because I, like, literally only meet people I like at work. It's called Work Sucks, so Work Fuck. Thank you. Okay, wait, I'm out of time.
We should probably keep it moving if we can do it short.
Okay. Really quickly. I tried to do a dopamine detox, but when I fell, I wonder what you were that day. And then when I had my baby, there wasn't much to do at work at that day, so I started looking at your face. What can I say? I can't help it. I find love in every workplace. I beg you, call me a fool. I'm reckless, good, I'm such a tool. But tell me, do you like me too? I beg you, call me a fool. I'm reckless, good, I'm such a tool. But tell me, can we see this through? I don't use dating apps. I gotta make some cash. So there's two birds and there's a stone. Let's hit 'em both each time we bone. I don't use dating apps. I gotta make some cash. So there's two birds and there's a stone. Let's hit 'em both each time we bone. That's it.
Give it up for Cristi Barco, everybody. Isn't that fantastic? Do you have music online that we can check out anywhere, Cristi Barco?
Oh yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, just Cristi Barco.
All right, hell yeah. Follow Cristi Barco on Instagram, everybody. Give it up one more time for Cristi Barco. That's amazing. All right, we have nunet. Nunet, you were on deck. We have Sero coming up after that. Becca Schneid, Mindy, Gabriel Jacobs, Gigi Klein, Maximilian Topogna, Melody Rudiger, and more. Let's get one of our favorites. This guy is always sounding great. Can we get Adam Granger up? Give it up for Adam Granger. Gonna play some tunes for us.
This one's called Turning 246 in Chicago.
Woo!
Celebrate until your feet and face start to hurt. And now tomorrow will never come. So go for freedom and liberty. Nobody gives a fuck what happens next. So pray for sanity and have your fun. But not for those whose memories are long gone. Now start the whole thing over again. Where we take for ourselves. Isolation can only serve to you. Community can only help us all celebrate. But not for those whose memories are long gone. And now tomorrow will never come. So pray for sanity and you. Not waving arms around in guilty pleasure. Connected to the story told in first person point of view. I was there, she said, Facebook, she made it. Pain, sorrow, could be the last feeling you have. It seems so simple, but it's easier said than done. Keep the energy from the epidemic and all around the world, keep it on the left. The epidemic does go against every these actions are told. Now what? To get all the consumer in you and control. When cores are made of pain, necessity is the mother of protection. Fight fire with fire, resist from the streets. Now and repeat after me. When cores are made of pain, necessity is the mother of protection. Fight fire with fire, equipped with our souls. Only as fire till the burn. Everybody put your fucking hands in the air for gun regulation in America! Unnecessary senseless violence. We also build our community once again. And to the ones who scream the right to have it all, but you reserve the right to take that shit away. And it's a hopeless cause like contradictions of faith. And we plunged into chaos with no means of exit. Yeah! We watched it together, that's the only way. It's the last resort to bleed our sanity. And if I ever follow you fall into the running, then I think I'm gonna lose the fight. When are we safe from ourselves?
Fuck, I'm gonna need to hydrate after that one. Y'all wanna follow what I do? I'm on Instagram at Adam Extreme Nation.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Give it up for Adam Granger, everybody. I can't do it. It was terrible. That was fucking killer as hell. All right, check out his music online. I mean, that was dope as fuck. Are you playing any gigs or anything, or?
One day.
Come on, we gotta book this guy at a gig. Get this guy at your house show. Come on, get hardcore already. I want a mosh pit. I was ready to start moshing. If anybody wants a, maybe next time, you know, we can coordinate that. Give it up one more time for Adam Granger. Fantastic. I've got the slapback echo on to make it extra profound. The listening, the psychedelic experience. All right, we have amazing acts. We have Sero coming up. We have Becca Schneid coming up. Mindy, Gabriel Jacobs, Samantha Hernandez, Gigi Klein, Maximilian, Topogna, Melody Rudiger, Ava Sophia Brown, and more. All right, we're very excited. I will kill the effect in a second, but we're very excited about this next act. Going to do a little poetry for us. Can we get Nunet up, everybody? Give it up for Nunet. This is an easy Paradise debut, Nunet. Clitandre. Give it up, give it up. We're very excited.
Hi everybody, this is my first time. I literally lived down the block. I do so many open mics across the city, so like the fact this is my first time here is kind of shameful. Like many of you, I was pretty like taken aback by events that happened yesterday. It was weird. It just like a lot, like 4 years of repressing anything political just kind of came up. Like diarrhea yesterday, and it was bad. Okay, it was bad. It was not cool. I was gonna write something, but I don't think I have the energy to do that right now. Yesterday's kind of depleted me. So I, if you don't mind, want to recite a very famous poet that used to walk these streets back in the day. I'd like to recite America by Allen Ginsberg. America, I've given you all, and now I'm nothing. America, $2.27, January 17th, 1956. I can't stand my own mind. America, when will we end the human war? Go fuck yourself with your atom bomb. I don't feel good, don't bother me. I won't write my poem till I'm in my right mind. America, when will you be angelic? When will you take off your clothes? When will you look at yourself through the grave? When will you be worthy of your Trotskyites? America, why are your libraries so full of tears? America, when will you send your eggs to India? I am sick of your insane demands. When can I go to the supermarket and get what I need with my good looks? America, after all, it is you and I who are perfect, not the next world. Your machinery is too much for me. You make me want to be a saint. There must be some other way to end this argument. Burroughs is in Tangiers. I don't think he'll come back. It's sinister. Are you being sinister, or is this some form of practical joke? I'm trying to come to the point. I refuse to give up my obsession. America, stop pushing. I know what I'm doing. America, the plum blossoms are falling. I haven't read the newspapers for months. Every day someone goes on trial for murder. America, I feel sentimental about the Wobblies. America, I used to be a communist when I was a kid, and I'm not sorry. I smoke marijuana every chance I get. I sit in my house for days on end and stare at the roses in the closet. When I go to Chinatown, I get drunk and I don't get laid. My mind is made up. There's gonna be trouble. You should have seen me reading Marx. My psychoanalyst thinks I'm perfectly fine. I won't say the Lord's Prayer. I have mystical visions and cosmic vibrations. America, I still haven't told you what you did to Uncle Max after he came home from Russia. I'm addressing you. Are you going to let your emotional life be run by Time magazine? I'm obsessed with Time magazine. Its cover stares at me every time I slink past the corner candy store. I read it in the basement of the Berkeley Public Library. It's always telling me about responsibility. Businessmen are serious. Movie producers are serious. Everyone's serious but me. It occurs to me that I am America. And I'm talking to myself again. Asia's rising against me. I haven't got a Chinaman's chance. I'd better consider my national resources. My national resources consist of 2 joints of marijuana, millions of genitals, and unpublishable private literature that jet planes 1,400 miles an hour, and 25,000 mental institutions. I say nothing about my prisons, nor the millions of underprivileged who live in my flower pots under the light of 500 suns. I have abolished the whorehouses in France. Tangiers is the next to go. My ambition is to be president, despite the fact that I am Catholic. America, how can I write my holy litany when you are in your silly little mood? I will continue like Henry Ford. My Stroves are as individual as his automobiles. More so, they're all different sexes. America, I will sell you strophes, $2,500 a piece, $500 down on your old strophe. America, free Palestine. America, save the Spanish loyalists. America, Sacco and Vanzetti must not die. America, I am the Scottsboro Boys. America, when I was 7, Mama took me to communist cell meetings. They sold us garbanzo beans, a handful per ticket. A ticket cost a nickel, and speeches were free. Everybody was angelic and sentimental about its workers, and it was all so sincere. You have no idea what a good thing the party was in 1835. Scott Nearing was a grand old man, a real mensch. Mother Bloor, the Silk Strikers made me cry. I once saw Yiddish orator Israel Amtir playing. Everybody must have been a spy. America, you don't really want to go to war. America, it's them Russians. It's them Russians and them Chinamen. And them Russians. And them Chinamen and them Russians. And the Russians want us to eat us alive. The Russia power mad. She wants to take our cars from our garages. Her want to drag Chicago. Her need Red Reader's Digest. Her want our autoplanes in Siberia. Him big bureaucracy running our filling stations. That no good. Ugh. Him make Indians learn read. Him need big black niggers. Ha. Her make us work 16 hours a day. Help. America, this is quite serious. America, this is the impression I get from looking in the television screen. America, is this correct? I better get right down to the job. It's true. I don't want to join the army or turn lathes into precision part factories. I'm nearsighted and psychopathic anyways. America, I'm putting my queer shoulder to the wheel. Thank you. My name is Nunet. You can call me Noonie or Miss Noon if you nasty. You can follow me at Noonicorn. That's NUNNIECORN. I also host an open mic. We're doing a performance workshop on August 20th in Long Island City at the Greats of Craft from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can follow that at urbanhoney.co. That's urbanhoney.co for the performance workshop. And if you want to just follow my success, that's Noonicorn. Okay, good night, guys. Bye.
Still works, it still works. Check out Urban Honey Co. Give it up one more time for Nunet, everybody. Give it up in that fantastic, I definitely, my English teacher in 9th grade, Mr. Hecker, played America by Adeline Ginsberg in our class, and I heard America go fuck yourself with your atom bomb, and now I'm doing this, so it changed my life. Give it up one more time for Nunet, everybody. Fantastic, more relevant than ever. I'm obsessed with Time Magazine. All right, we've got Becca Schneid on deck. We have Mindy coming up. Gabriel Jacobs, Samantha Hernandez, Gigi Klein, Melody Rudiger, Maximilian Topogna, Ava Sophia Brown, Soph Lilly, Peter Glissman, Dylan Nirvana. We've got Dylan Nirvana, everybody. You're not going to want to miss that. Gina, and more. All right, this is one of the all-time. You may have seen a little clip we posted it out from a masterful performance a few weeks ago. We're super excited to have her back. As always, give it up for Sero, everybody. She's going to play some amazing music for us. Give it up for Sero.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sero. It's my birthday today, so I had to say it. So I'm gonna play a song that I'm currently recording. I wrote it in high school. I've played it here a couple times. It's about hope and escapism. It's called Coincidence.
There are days, once in a blue moon, days when hope is the dove that flies away, flies away, flies
seems nowhere to be found, free falling down, bleeding, no sound, feet touch the ground, feet touch the ground. There's a place far away where tears dry up the pain. Coincidence doesn't exist in this place, and this place, in this place, in this place. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Sarah. It's our birthday. That was, give it up for Sarah. That incredible, I mean, this piece of junk was not even working and she didn't even miss a beat. It was masterful, it was delivered. Give it up one more time for Sarah. That really was amazing. I mean, what a beautiful song. And just, are we going to, is that available on Spotify or?
At the end of the year.
Oh, all right, something to look forward to. 2025, give it up for the great Sero, everybody. Recording it, doing it right, taking the time, that's fantastic. All right, we cannot wait. All right, we've got Mindy on deck, Gabriel Jacobs coming up, Samantha, Hernandez, Gigi Klein, Melody, Rudiger, Maximilian, Topogna, Ava, Sophia Brown, Soph, Lilly, Peter Glissman, America, Murphy, Dylan, Nirvana. Let's get, all right, is Becca Schneid in the house? Becca Schneid, are you out there? Going once, all right, maybe next time, Becca Schneid, cool name, we're looking forward to it next time. All right, can we get Mindy up, everybody? Give it up for Mindy. We're gonna do a little comedy for us. Give it up for the great Mindy.
Wow, that's a really tough act to follow. Sarah, I think you were amazing. That was like very heartfelt, and now I'm just gonna tell a stupid story. That's okay. Okay, hi everyone, I'm Mindy. I'm Asian, which means my mom was a tiger. But I also have an older brother who is a bit of a genius. And when I say genius, I mean he came first in the country for a math Olympiad. And they sent him overseas to compete when he was 12 years old. And so while my brother was representing Australia in the expertise of mathematics, I decided I would excel at having a binge eating disorder. Woof, it's tough to follow you, Sarah. Okay. So I would eat a whole loaf of bread in one sitting, and then would decide that there's always room for dessert, and would proceed to eat a whole bar of Toblerone. And when I finally told my mom that I had a problem because I was mature enough to seek help, I mean attention, because I looked like this, my mom didn't believe me. And she said to me, "Shut up, you skinny bitch of a daughter. Mental health disorders aren't real." And I'm 15 years old and I go to her, "Mother, don't you dare gaslight me." That's how I imagine my future daughter talking to me like. My mom finally realized that something was wrong after, I don't know, the third Sunday in a row when she'd wake up trying to make toast and jam for breakfast, only to find that there's absolutely no bread in the house, even though she had just done the grocery the day before. And instead of just saying, daughter, you were right and I was wrong, she decides to play fucking scavenger hunt with me. She starts hiding the food. Now, I might not be a math Olympiad nerd, But I was smart enough to go straight for her underwear drawer. And I'm in her underwear drawer and it's like sock, thong, sock, sock, thong, salami, sock, thong, bread. So I win at that game and she still doesn't concede. And so the next trick she pulls out on me is she goes to me, well, Mindy, you're heavier than me. And you're heavier than your brother. So you are now the heaviest person in this family. And what are you going to do about that? To which I responded with the utmost joy I've ever felt in my life. Fuck yes, I finally beat my brother in something, and now I don't have a mental health disorder. Thank you.
Give it up for Mindy's triumphant story of how she doesn't have a mental health disorder. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing that wonderful story. Give it up for Mindy, everybody. That brave, courageous. We can all relate to that. It's fucked up. All right. We got Samantha Hernandez on deck. We have GC Klein coming up. Melody Rudiger, Maximilian, Topogna, Ava, Sophia Brown, Soph, Lilly, Peter Glissman, Dylan Nirvana, America Murphy, Gina, Fred Mulligan, JT Connor, Angel Lugo, and more. Let's get Gabriel Jacobs up. Give it up. We're gonna have some literature. I'm very excited about this piece. Give it up for Gabriel Jacobs, everybody.
Hi, I'm Gabriel. I'm going to read a story that recently had a resolution. Woo! So, I remember the first turn dial microwave I ever saw. It was my first week in Europe 4 years ago. I checked into my hotel in Alicante, Spain, walked around looking if they maybe had US outlets. Of course not. Yet sitting above the mini fridge, bright red as a Spanish flag, there was a box with just 2 dials on the right-hand side. It was beautiful. I didn't know a product, let alone life, could be so minimal. I thought screenless microwaves died in the 80s. You see, all a microwave needs is control over power and time. Everything else is superfluous. What was in front of me was pure. Think about it, there's so many lonely buttons on the microwave. Who's ever used the pizza setting, or did you ever click auto soup? I don't think I've ever pressed the numbers 7, 8, or 9 on a microwave in my life. So when I settled in Belgium and got my first apartment, my first purchase was a small, bright red dial microwave. I love turning the dials, mostly the time one. It's kind of rare that you ever really need to go to the highest power setting. It was like an egg timer, but vertical. It was like doing the twisted part of a bop it. There's infinite precision on the circular dial. You can never actually measure how much time you really put, or by any means replicate it again. It would even ping, ding, when it was done. Every guest that came over, I proudly showed my little red dial microwave. Nobody cared. It must have been cheap. Oh, cool. C'est une drôle affaire. C'est une interesting color for a microwave. This excites you, why? Nobody commented on the dials, the lack of a screen, the physical pleasure of twisting and feeling the tension in the coil turning back. Was it because they were Belgian? Belgians are kind of odd like that. It's a complicated country with 3 national languages and identity barely held together by the EU National Assembly and some vague idea of lawful identity politics. Or is it because I'm American? And microwaves excite us. They're woven into our identity. When I got an Italian roommate, I hoped that he might appreciate it. Italians like good design, right? But beyond telling me once, oh, it's quite good, he then proceeded to never use it once, preferring to heat everything, and I mean everything, in the oven. Only my hands turned those little dials, and I began to like it less over time. It wasn't the magic wearing off so much as I just wanted validation that it was cool. Over the next 2 years, it felt like just one more thing that made me feel a bit alien, another American abroad, and excited by some insert stupid thing. I eventually reached my breaking point in other ways. My future, as it turned out, was not in Belgium. En plus, de toute raison, je ne serai jamais l'un d'eux. Besides, I'll never be one of them anyways. So when I left, I relinquished my little red microwave with Gabriella, my roommate. Take care of her, okay? Nessun problema. I knew that he wouldn't take it back to Italy. I knew that he wouldn't appreciate it. It will end up in the recycling bin when he finishes his last year of uni. Months went by. I forgot about my dial microwave. Ding! WhatsApp message. Gabriele texted. A picture. I opened it up. There it was. My little red microwave in a beautiful Tuscan home atop a rustic white tiled countertop and a small Italian woman leaning over it. Below it read, "My mother, she loves it. It's her first microwave." I sent a red heart emoji and an Italian flag, closed my phone, and smiled.
Give it up for that fantastic story. Gabriel Jacobs, everybody. Is that available to read anywhere? Or?
No.
What a treat. What a treat. And that really worked. The punchline really delivered. Good. Give it up for Gabriel Jacobs, everybody. Fantastic here. Sign up for next week. DM now. Sign up for next week. It's film noir. It's Clinton era film noir summer. That's why I wore my blood and wine suit. We've been watching Bob Rafelson films. So we've got.
Looking like Sosa.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay. Gigi Klein, you are on deck. Melody Rudiger coming up. Maximilian, Topogna, Ava, Sophia Brown, Soph, Lilly, Peter, Glissman, Dylan, Ivana, America, Murphy, Gina, Fred Mulligan, JT Connor, Angel, Lugo, Annannya, George Tarek, Justin Payette, and more. Let's get Samantha Hernandez up, everybody. We're very stoked about it. Give a big round of applause. Give it up for Samantha Hernandez.
You guys ready for some more words?
Woo!
More words.
So I'm going to read part of a short story. I'm going to keep it pretty brief. I think all you really need to know is it's about a woman named Jane and a man named Jody. And I don't know if you've ever entered a man's room and it just it chilled you to the bone. I'm sure somebody relates. Okay. Jane could never keep track of her body. She could be a fixed, hollow sculpture, and no other shape than her own would ever make any more sense to her than it did at that moment. For long periods of time, she was hubristically strong. All her thickness was pure animal muscle, and whatever she ate was an eager offering to her powerful temple. But most of the time, she was a bug. She was rigid, cement-colored, with a bloated thorax that sprouted mismatched limbs simultaneously too big and too small. It was Wednesday, and she hadn't left her apartment since the previous Sunday. That clear-angled morning, she had woken, lithe and bright. Her full-person steps glided her easily out of her home. She'd even taken a yoga class at the YMCA and stopped by her neighborhood food co-op on her walk home. There, by the peach bin, the healthy sweat osmosing between her and the other shoppers refreshed her. The co-op always seemed to have a rippling sexual feeling emanating from it. Maybe it was the approximation of a socialist utopia that the community played at. When she first joined, she always imagined that in between stocking produce, the comrades were pulling each other into the walk-in dairy cases to sample each other and check for ripeness. No such thing was happening, at least that she could see, while she wandered the aisles, eventually settling on a container of blueberries, a canned iced coffee, and a day-old pastry she threw into her upturned bike helmet and carried like a basket. As she stood in the express line, she heard a woman behind her say into her headphones, "You just can't eat too much of any one thing because everything's got poison in it." Jane didn't turn around to look at the woman, but nodded in agreement. As she devoured the hard cheddar chive biscuit on the steps of the Brooklyn Museum down the block from her apartment, she observed everyone in their spring costumes and felt like she was a part of their elegant, normal people parade. She imagined how she would paint them when her recollection would contort their serene faces out of proportion. She had intended to paint later that day, but by the time she got home, showered, and went to dress herself, she had become a bug again. And I'm going to read another part. Jody lived with his mother upstate in a town that looked like a storybook village for middling galleries and expensive antique malls. Their encounter had only just been born, stumbling up on its legs. Jane had not yet seen where he lived. However, Jody assured her his mother would be out of town for the duration of their weekend together. The door to his bedroom opened into darkness. A solid wood sleigh-style bed with metal pineapples spearing into the ceiling at either end of the space, almost to the walls. Spearing into the ceiling filled the space almost to the walls. She thought, if home goods were a feudal kingdom, this is where its royal infanta would sleep. But everything surrounding the bed was decidedly less contemporary casual. The mattress was partially clothed with a single fitted blue jersey sheet and 2 small blankets curled on top of it like sleeping dogs. A banana peel crawled in death throes on its belly beneath the sleigh, leaving a trail of melted pulp in its wake. A round kitchen table by the bed acted as a desk for a wetland of coffee cups growing furry green patches, nicotine pouches, bowls filled with sticky blueberry and cereal entrails, and in the middle of it, a mutilated copy of Virginia Woolf's The Waves. Jane took in the texture of the space and it felt too tight. She went to open the blinds. There, a colorless ribbon crawled the sill from one side to the other. Jane got closer and saw the ribbon was a busy network of barely visible ants. I eat every meal in here, he beamed, gesturing towards the living sleigh that seemed to be getting larger each time Jane looked away from it and said nothing, and she said nothing. I started to clean up before you got here, but decided I'd rather show you how it actually looks most of the time. Jane stayed silent, but kissed him as if to assure Jody that she still wanted him. As they pressed against each other, the bed put its fat arms around them and made them tiny within it. Thank you. I have a Substack if you want to follow it. It's just Samantha Hernandez or at Craigslist free. Thank you.
All right. Give it up for Samantha Hernandez, everybody. Fantastic writing. Oh my God, that was really fantastic. So that's an excerpt from a story. Check out her Substack, everybody. Subscribe, and just support it. Just read it. Support the local, the real culture. Give it up one more time for Samantha Hernandez. I think that was an Easy Paradise debut. Thank you guys for sticking around with us. Once again, it's a two drink minimum. We have just the most rockin' awesome entertainment in town. We have Melody Rudiger on deck. We have Maximilian, Topogna, Ava, Sophia Brown, Soph, Lilly, Peter Glissman, Dylan Nirvana, America Murphy, Gina, Fred Mulligan, JT Connor, Angel Lugo, Annannya, George Tarek, Justin Payat, and more, so much more. Is Gigi Klein out there? Gigi Klein. What an incredible name. We hope you exist. Please come sometime because we need Gigi Klein. We need to figure out what your literature is about. All right, give it up. Let's get this next act. Can we get Melody Rudiger up, everybody? Give a warm welcome for Melody Rudiger. So Easy Paradise debut. Some more literature. All right.
Hi, friends.
Woo!
My name's Melody. I'm a poet.
Woo!
I'm going to read 2 pieces for you. I'm going to preface that my name is Melody, but my legal name is Melanie. That's important for this poem. Do not call me Melanie, or I will be upset. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to do not disturb really quick. Okay. A baby is born and her hair is black. They name her Melanie. I was born into a puddle of vomit and warm milk, drowned in holy water, suffocated by smoke, and resurrected by light. I know fingers in my mouth as well as I know blood turned to stain, and when I grew into gold and wine, I became blind. Birth. Toothless and crying, we all grasp for our mother's nipple. If nothing else, we are all the same in birth. I come from between a woman's thigh, and I, a woman, hold my love between mine. Since the drowning, I have learned these 2 things. 1, you must break your father's ribs and kiss him to save him, just as if there is whiskey in your veins at 11 a.m., you must fall in love with the postman. I don't make the rules. 2, when the roots of 2 flowers intertwine, the soil grows denser and stronger, becomes the color of burnt coffee, no milk. And when the roots of 2 flowers intertwine, they suck the life out of each other like twins in the womb. Someone always has to die first, Why not the rose? I, the rose, have died once before. Revived by my mother and sent to bed, I crawl to the house of self-made narrative. There I am always a child. At 74, I will be a child. I am my father's daughter, sanguine and soft like Stockholm Syndrome and floating past the grave. So as the flowers bloom and die and I find myself revived, I will cry into this puddle of vomit and warm milk and pray that this blood-turned stain becomes the color of burnt coffee. Please, no more milk.
Woo!
Okay, I have one more poem, and it's also sad. I'm so sorry. That's all that I do. Okay, this one's called Little Girl. I spent so much time in a foreign body, I caved and learned the language. It spoke anguish and English, and listened not to my broken heart felt. It dragged me into basements and open fields and unmade beds with strangers who spoke in tongues unbeknownst to me. They pulled me under into cars and oceans, and when I spoke, they said, "Shh, little girl." So I laid there, rotting on their mother's couch, in the damp grass flowing in the wind of the dawn on the stained sheets, in the backseat of my Cadillac smelling of cigarettes and black ice breathing underwater. I lay rotten as my mother slumbers in the suburbs. I am laying in a casket unbeknownst to her. Touch-starved despite skin-on-skin contact, my body caving into the dirt, I was craving bread and wine. As I poured whiskey on the unspoken of grave, the dirt found itself mud and full of a life that became mine. I drowned there, I did. Oh no, I spoke it in my own vomit, choking on my chit-chat, kissing to kill, begging, please save me. Salty salvation dripped down my cheeks as every bite became radish and sin. So I cleansed myself red and putrid. They say it's good to be raw. No carrots for me, thank you, but a pomegranate, please. Let me lay on that stranger's bathroom floor, holding hands with Hades, playing, praying, cold tile, wish me well. Thank you.
Woo! Give it up for Melody Rudiger, everybody. What a great name for a poet, Melody. Fantastic. Give it up for Melody, everybody. Melody Rudiger. That amazing, vivid, oh my God, fantastic. Do you have a book or anything? I mean, we gotta read more. Say hello to Melody. Fantastic. Do you have a book or anything? Or
I fucking wish. I'm way too self-conscious actually to put my work anywhere. I do have an Instagram, 2janky, 200_janky. Follow me.
what a great, too janky, everybody. That wasn't too janky for me. Give it up for Melody, everybody. The melodious, that was fantastic. Emotional, really moving, fantastic. All right, fantastic. We've got great writers tonight. Give yourselves a big round of applause. I mean, I think we have some really strong literature here. So give yourselves a big round of applause for making that happen. All right, we've got Ava Sophia Brown on deck. We have Soph Lilly coming up. Peter Glissman, Dylan Nirvana, America Murphy, Gina, Fred Mulligan, JT Connor, Angel Lugo, Annannya George Tarek, Justin Payot, Dylan Haston, Robbie Goodwin, Vince Biagiotti, Tommy Lynch, and more. Let's get, all right, this next act performed last week. It was really amazing on the piano. Could we get Maximilian Topogna up to serenade us? Give it up for a little musical interlude, Maximilian Topogna.
Alright, so 2 months ago, I got hired at this spot in downtown Brooklyn, and 1 month and 3 weeks later, they let me go. You don't have to be a mathematical genius to figure that out, so I got fired last week. Yeah, so then I wrote this song, and decided to be a blues song, because that's what you do when you lose your job, you sing the blues. It's called Letter to a Job Recruiter. So I've been on like LinkedIn now trying to apply to jobs, and it sucks. Woo! Yesterday they told me, don't come into work. There's no money to be made, and the company is hurt. Inflation just keeps rising, and business has been slow. It's been great to get to know you, kid, but we got to let you go. And if you need a reference, we'd be glad to make a call. There's no need to be a stranger. We'll be hiring in the fall. Good luck. So now I'm back to cooking rice and beans, convinced of God's indifference, that the universe is mean. But I don't like complaining, I can take it on the chin. So I power up the laptop and I sign up for LinkedIn. Though I'm certified in nothing and experienced in squat, I've got 4 years of college, so I'll give it a shot. Woo! You can say that I'm creative, I created a mistake. I might have been successful, but I was born too late. I could have been a blacksmith, a cowboy or a scribe, or a switchboard operator, or a noble samurai. Instead, I'm an assistant with no one to assist. I aim to be professional, but it seems I always miss. I spend every goddamn day and night knocking on glass doors. You can say the market's booming, the S&P is never wrong. Unemployment's at a record low and the economy is strong. Well, all that don't mean nothing, it's just a bunch of talk. You can put on a tie, do the dance, walk the walk, but the rest of us are hungry, fighting for a share. So you can keep those rigged statistics, man, 'cause I don't fucking care. So apathetic, I wonder what's the point when the whole world is collapsing and the country's out of joint. The West Coast is on fire and the Southeast's under sea. Politically, we're Europe, circa 1933. This time next year, I could be drafted or dead from the fire or the flood or a bomb dropped on my head. Kaboom. Woo! So listen up, Mr. Recruiter, 'cause I got something to tell you. I don't want to work for nothing. I don't want your career with your lousy, measly benefits, a day off every other year. I don't want to buy a house. I don't need to buy a car. I just need an open microphone in a seedy village bar. Mr. Recruiter, thank you for your time. Oh, I appreciate the offer, but I doubt I'll apply. Thank you. If anyone's hiring, let me know.
Fantastic talking blues, everybody, by Maximilian Topogna. Please get this guy a job. I mean, look at that. You want that on your team, okay? That is invention and just craftsmanship, I think. Give it up for Maximilian Topogna with the 12-bar blues. Really amazing. Good, full of information, hilarious, fantastic. All right, check him out on social media. We have got Soph, Lilly on deck, Peter Glissman coming up, Dylan, Nirvana, America Murphy, Gina, Fred, Mulligan, JT Connor, and more. Boom. Book of the day, Word Alchemy, poems by Lenore Candle. I bought this at the Strand for $8.50. That was a super deal. Lenore Candle was sort of a post-beat poet in San Francisco. This book is very, very horny. It's very sexual. It's very liberated. So check out Lenore Candle. She was friends with Lou Welch and the San Francisco Renaissance. So check out Lenore Candle, Word Alchemy, everybody. We're very excited about this next writer. She read a piece last time. It was phenomenally great. Is it possible we could get Ava Sophia Brown? Ava Sophia Brown, are you in the house? All right, maybe next time. You know, it's that late July. Everybody is they're just following their whims, and that's quite all right. All right, let's get is Soph Lilly in the house. Give it up for Soph Lilly, everybody. Gonna share some poetry with us. We've got Peter Glissman on deck. We've got Dylan Nirvana coming up. Give it up for Soph Lilly.
Hello, I'm Soph. I used to live in New York City, but I'm just visiting now. This is a song I wrote called Rain in My Grave. I'll take a hit of anything just to stay away. 'Cause he said you have the perfect hair, pretty face, and camera grace. You just need to lose some weight. 'Cause I hope you see how strange you look at this size and on this stage. I'm gonna stand in your way. So I start counting calories. I'm chasing days away and heat up lies. And I dread the next day. 'Cause he said you have the perfect hair, pretty face, and camera grace. You just need to lose some weight. 'Cause I hope you see how strange you look at this size and on this stage. I'm gonna stand in your way. I haven't done much of anything. I haven't loved much of anything. But write my weight on my grave. While I wait on my grave. This one's another original. It's called Back on the Road Again. Someone's gone away, and the world hasn't seen them in that state. They wore their heart on their sleeve, found love they'd never leave. But you can never be the one who cares the most. It's better to be always ready to go. Back on the road again. back on the road again. Beginning is where we always end. Back on the road again. I've got lots of loves that don't go deep. There must be something wrong with me, 'cause I can never be the one who cares the most. It's better to be always ready to go. Back on the road again. I'm back on the road again. Beginning is where we always end. Back on the road again. And the best thoughts come when I'm lonely. I worked all those nights you didn't hold me. Back on the road again. I'm back on the road again. Beginning is where we always end. Back on the road again. I'm back on the road again. I'm back on my own again.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. I produce music and I put it out under Soph Lilly if you want to see my stuff. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. That was my bad.
Give it up to the great Soph Lilly, back on the road again. What a beautiful song. Is that available online? Or?
Yeah, that was the one.
Okay, sick. That was a great song. Check out Back on the Road Again, Soph Lilly, everybody. Give it up one more time. We got Dylan Nirvana on deck, America Murphy, I'm not sure is still here, Gina, Fred Mulligan, JT Connor, Angel Lugo left. A lot of people, okay. Oh, Angel Lugo's still here, okay. I have been that's right, hell yeah. We need Angel Lugo. We couldn't live without Angel Lugo. I've had a glitch with my Instagram, so I cannot respond to people's messages without first giving a thumbs up. So I feel like I'm putting people off with this thumbs up gesture. It's like kind of enthusiastic. It's kind of like I don't have time to type anything to you, but just let from the bottom of my heart, that is not what I want to do. That's not me. I'm not a thumbs up guy on Instagram, okay? I would take the time to respond, but I have to give a thumbs up first. So I apologize if that's off-putting to anybody and you don't want to come in because I give you a thumbs up when you try to sign up. I apologize. It's not me. It's Mark Zuckerberg. I blame him for all of my problems. All right, we've got Dylan Nirvana on deck. This next act is doing the Finger Lakes Comedy Festival. He is seeing Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, Steve Vai, and Jason Bonham at Red Rocks play the music of Van Halen. We were fucking geeking out on Van Halen. Give it up for the great Peter Glissman, everybody.
Let's give it up for Matt. Keep creating this vibe for all of us week after week after week. How about it?
Yeah.
I was told I'd be able to perform tonight as long as I didn't say anything offensive or controversial. So, speaking of politics, in light of recent events, there's an explosion of liberal women on dating apps that only want to date guys that like subscribe to their point of view politically. I don't know. I'm 62 years old. I've been dating for about half a century. I don't remember ever one time being intimate with a woman who said, "Vote, motherfucker, vote!" So I turned 62 on July 12th. So, thanks. Woo! Yeah, I'm over 60.
Happy birthday.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, I should stop counting like 40 years ago. I'm actually pitching a reality show about my sex life. It's called Antiques Roadshow. So I'm performing at Gotham Comedy Club Friday night. A woman that I had a first date with just texted me that said she's bringing a couple of girlfriends to the show. She wants to have dinner afterwards, so which means I've survived the first date. Which, you know, at my age you learn the way to get to a second date is on a first date there's 3 things you never talk about. Religion, politics, or monogamy. I'm divorced, thanks. Twice, no thanks. My first wife and I were like a couple of Disney characters. We started out as Snow White and Prince Charming. We ended up as Grumpy and Frozen. I'm on a dating app called Our Time. They forgot to add has passed. Dating at my age is awkward, especially when you get sexted by women over 60. Getting sexted by women over 60, it's like looking at an issue of National Geographic from 1974. Hey, those aren't smiley face emojis, she's topless. So I went to Catholic school for 12 years. I call it atheist prep. You guys know about Catholics?
Yeah.
You touch yourself, you're going to hell. You touch little boys, you're going to Boston. Catholics are big on funerals. Now I'm going to get cremated. I like to think outside the box. Catholics hate the number 1. You can't just have God. You got to have God in 3 persons. You can't just have the Bible. You got to have the New Testament. You can't just have the Pope. You got to have 2 popes. But you know what? I have a better idea. Instead of 2 popes, how about running the Catholic Church? We get the 3 Stooges. They can't do any worse. I'd love to go to confession. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Why you lie on it? And how about matrimony? In the name of the Lord, I now pronounce you man and wife. Could you imagine Jesus on his first date? The waiter comes over. Would you like tap water or sparkling? Doesn't matter. Then he looks at his date. Would you like some wine? White or red? Here's the thing about Catholic school. You learn not to answer questions with questions. Like, where do you think you are? Home? I don't know. Are you drunk? Can I have some order here? Burger and fries? Do you think Jesus would be pleased with your behavior? Let's ask him. Ow! I have issues. I have so many issues. My issues have issues. I have a great memory, so I have back issues. I get sad, so I need tissues for my issues. My ex-wife couldn't handle my issues, so she canceled the subscription. My ex-wife was a wasp. I got stung. She had a body that wouldn't quit. I went on strike for 10 years. She went to that ex-wife college, fragile emotional state. So, I'm an actor, which means I have a day job as an engineer to pay the rent on the Upper West Side. But the thing is, my acting career and my engineering career often clash because I know how to follow direction. I was at a commercial audition. His casting director said, "Can you be a little more Catholic?" I forgave him. Yeah, I work on facts. I like process information in a factual way. So my agent sent me on an audition for an early onset Alzheimer's patient. I said, "Hey, you know, if I book this job and I forget to show up, does that mean I still get paid?" The pandemic killed my chance to be a star on TV. I got cast in a new TV show, but it got canceled because of the pandemic. This would have been a great show, too. It was about this All Jehovah's Witness paramedics unit. Third Watchtower. I missed my chance. Hey, you guys have been great. I'm Pete Glissman. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Living the life, a true New Yorker. Give it up for Peter Glissman, everybody. He saw Van Halen open up for Black Sabbath at Madison Square Garden in 1978. So that dude's fucking keeping it down. Give it up for Peter Glissman, everybody. Generations. Okay, we have an intergenerational tapestry that we're weaving here. Okay. All right, we have America Murphy. If you're still here, you are on deck. Gina coming up. Fred Mulligan, JT Connor, my man Angel Lugo still in the house, would never let us down. Annannya George with some poetry, everybody. Poetry from Annannya George coming up. Justin Payot, and more. Peter Girl, Gio, Dylan Haston, Robbie Goodwin, Vince Biagiotti, Tommy Lynch, and more. Derek Estrella. Let's get it. You're in the list. We're all right. This next act next week is performing with Johnny Optimistic. He brought his own videographer. I hope he is still here. Can we get Dylan Nirvana up, everybody? Is Dylan Nirvana? I mean, I guess Dylan Nirvana has got better shit to do. He couldn't stick around.
I'm a literary
But
writer.
he'll be here next week. We'll have Dylan Nirvana next week. He brought his own videographer, so I guess they have more important shit to do. America Murphy, gone. Are you gone? America Murphy, are you out there? These people, they tap out. They tap out. They can't handle the gauntlet of just overwhelmingly genius entertainment that we're getting. All right. Is Gina in the house? The great Gina. All right, see, I'm telling you, it's this thumbs up thing. It's this fucking thumbs up thing, okay? It's not me, okay? Instagram is enforcing it. I apologize. All right, well, in that case, this next great writer, he is going to be reading this piece serially over the next 5 weeks. So you're in for a treat. This is the first installment. And he's just one of the best. He's always thinking outside the box. He's got apps and shit. Give it up for Fred Mulligan, everybody. Fred Mulligan sharing. This is a first of 5-part series.
Thank you, Matt. That was very nice. You're always the best. Alright, so I've built a new platform, like Matt was kind of alluding to. It's called Shorter Stories. It's the home for writers. We opened the gates last Thursday. If you're interested, just come see me after or check out my Instagram. As Matt said, I'll be kicking off a short story with 5 parts. You can get it on the app or come see me after. This is part 1 of The Curse of Ted Cunningham. We arranged to meet at Fort Greene Park, at the entrance on DeKalb Street, just opposite Walters. New York is a city full of illustrious parks, intimidating, historical, intricately architected, magical, expansive parks. And in the city, Fort Greene stands above them all. Guarded by sandstone walls, it rises in the center to a steep, craggy summit where the old fort used to be. Wedged in the heart of Brooklyn, between the hipsters of Williamsburg and Manhattan spillover into suburbia of downtown Brooklyn, it is the high point for miles, providing 360-degree elevated views of the city, back over New York, and away to the outer districts. Yet when inside, Fort Greene steals the city. It is full of clandestine spots and gnarled winding paths. It is green, thick in vegetation, and yet there are activities and open spaces throughout. Fort Greene is unique and romantic, intimate and characterful, functional and proud. When I first visited, despite being in my 30s, I imagined myself as a kid, absorbing the park's possibilities, lost in a childhood wonder, believing then and there that whoever took Fort Greene took the city, the king of parks and the king of cities. I skated over to our arranged meeting spot from the Lafayette stop on the sea. I arrived first and sat down under my skateboard as a seat. It was a Thursday late in the summer. New York was in a mischievous mood, making the most of the late season warm weather. An unidentified jazz band played in the distance. I had turned up on time, committing a well-established dating sin, and I paid for it with 5 minutes of dead time. I got carried away on my phone, and Lisa, my date, was able to sneak up and take me by surprise. "Hey, Ted." And the sun was behind me. When I looked up, she was just an outline. I had to block out the sun with my hand, and she came slowly into focus. I smiled and returned the greeting. "Hi." I was playing away from home, so Lisa took on the responsibility of the date, and she gestured towards a picnic basket she had brought with her. "Do you like orange wine?" "I do, but to be honest, it's kind of new to me. I never really saw it in Europe. Did they invent a new grape?" I said this last bit with a smile on my face, finished by a slight laugh so that she knew I was kidding. Lisa laughed in turn. "I think they just left on the skins, white wine with a hint of zest. Perfect fodder for the American marketer." We entered through the open gate and scaled high enough to get a view back over the city. People were dispersed busily throughout the park. The scene was reminiscent of the George Seurat paintings, where it seems like the whole of Paris is taking advantage of a rare summer's day. We found a relatively quiet spot with some privacy from the coming and goings, and set up the picnic blanket Lisa had brought with her. We fired off some light salvos consistent with the rules of a date's opening. So, are you Australian or are you British? You have it both ways on your profile, but judging by your accent, you are very much Australian. I laughed. Depends who's asking. Why, do you have a preference? Lisa laughed. Sure, without expanding. In the UK, I was always British, because the Brits are a prejudiced bunch towards the idiot savages from the colonies. But I've found that the Australian plays much better here. Totally, she said. It's unfortunate though, I had a really great pitch for the British, but you've got to adapt to the local market. So the advertising team has overhauled the whole thing the last year. Always good to stay modern with a good rebrand, she said. Lisa was a writer, a career I have a passed down fondness for. Every wall of every residence that my family owns is lined imposingly with books. We give literature as Christmas presents. And you're a writer? Yeah, I write, mainly for a couple of magazines. I'm an editor at one. I published a zine over COVID that I'm quite proud of. What's a zine? Is that another American thing? Lisa laughed at me. It's on the way to being a magazine. It's for the kids. I have rang a few of my friends to contribute, and we make it into something between an instruction manual and a magazine. Ah, nice, cool. I'm impressed. You could harangue your friends to contribute. I can't get my friends to turn up to the bar. I lied. I had known she wrote for several magazines. I had done my due diligence before the date, and indeed found myself attracted to her for her art. I have to admit that I looked you up before the date and read a few of your pieces. Oh, what did you read? Don't judge me on them. You're not necessarily the target audience, more the zine generation. Something about millennials not accepting modern corporate doublespeak, or something like that, and another about the death of romance and with it the decline of the rom-com. What'd you think? I like them. I thought you could both turn a phrase and hustle a topic. Lisa looked at me smiling. That's kind of you to say. She was proud, so the compliment went down well. A lightning bug sudden flash exploded in the space between us, just as the Faceless Jazz Band started a new song. The initial nerves of a date had gone. We were becoming giddy, the organics in the orange wine working some magic. It was clear that we had passed each other's early tests and could be at ease enjoying each other's company. We talked of books, each naming authors we liked, and books we had read. We had read different books by the same authors, and so were able to compare notes. I just finished Consider the Lobster. Have you read it? I asked. Uh-huh, I have. What did you think? It had a few cool essays. David Foster Wallace is brilliant, pretentious, but brilliant. A massive dick, but a brilliant massive dick. Lisa laughed. I think you would have enjoyed your description of him. So does this mean you've read Infinite Jest? Yes, I said. And? I got it from a housemate for Christmas one year. He had written in it, I wouldn't give this to just anyone. Lisa laughed. So you couldn't not read it? Yeah, he basically implied I wasn't who he thought I was if I didn't. 1,000-page slog of a book, what an asshole. This time Lisa chortled. So you definitely did read Infinite Jest. Did you like it? You're not a DFW fanboy, are you? Mostly not a fanboy, but kinda. I have opinions. Go on. When I finished Infinite Jest, I got that the end is followed on by the beginning. Because he'd written like such a jerk, with the technical words and the rambling footnotes, I hadn't picked up the rhythm and couldn't work out what was happening until like 300 pages in. And then I get to the end and find out the real end of the book is at the beginning. Sorry. Yeah, that was the same for me. I had to read it twice. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What a jerk. How dare he fuck with us like that? It was bad enough he asked people to read his selfish, obnoxious, great tome once, yet alone a second time. Uh-huh. Oh, sorry. You said you read Consider the Lobster, right? Uh-huh. There's an essay in it, a technical story about standard white English and what impact that has on black students. He satirizes himself about being a snoot, which I'd call a word Nazi. The whole thing was Fosterian in its play with form and style. I remember it. Didn't he say a snoot was someone who knows what dysphomism means? Yeah, but I forgot that word, what that word was, and what it meant, so I didn't want to mention it. Lisa laughed. For real? She examined the scene for irony. Oh, it means you used a derogatory term instead of a nice one. Of course, what with me calling him a word Nazi and all. Well, anyway, in that essay, he honors the age-old rules of writing. He says, don't use long words where short words will do. I had to triple check it for irony. David Foster Wallace was saying use simple words. From the dude who makes up a long word when short ones will do. He really is just a prick. That's funny, said Lisa. You're definitely a fanboy, by the way, she added teasingly. Who, me? No, never. How do you figure? Before steering in its play with form and style? I laughed. Fair enough. I made myself a little more comfortable. She was being cute. Woo! I'll take that as it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Give it up for Fred Mulligan, everybody. That is part 1 of 5 of a serialized, I like that, prose about Fort Greene, about being a writer, about David Foster Wallace. It's important that Fred Mulligan made these commentaries on David Foster Wallace. I think it's relevant. A lot of people at the open mic have mentioned David Foster Wallace, so come out and, just let us know what you really think. Give it up for Fred Mulligan, everybody. Fantastic piece. Love that piece. And we'll be seeing the next 4 parts in the next 4 weeks. So come back, and for the rest of it, everybody, you'll have to come back next week. All right. So we've got the great Angel Lugo on deck. We've got the amazing Annannya George with a rare poetry performance. Cannot wait for that. Justin Payat, Dylan Haston, Robbie Goodwin, Vince Biagiotti. I think they left. Tommy Lynch, Adiel K, Jim McKenzie. And then others, Peter Girl, Gio, maybe if you're here, Abe Shapiro, Derek Estrella, 8 Milk, Art Mick. All right, this next act is one of our favorites, and he's really been doing great stuff the last few weeks. We're stoked to have him back. Give it up for JT Connor, everybody. JT Connor, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm a real speculative guy, that trait of the common fool. And at work, we just got these new pastries in. If you're hard of seeing, no problem. I'll give you an accessible auditory description. They look like a pig anus. And, so unfortunately, I got to thinking. And I figured, since I'm so speculative and such, what if, that one day when I'm making it with somebody and then they bent over and show me their ugly thing, what if it, what would you do? And then, they just wait in there and go, is it in? That thing ain't going in. But who would, 350, would you? So now that we're all so comfortable. Here's a poem. One rich asshole. She shows me her expensive boots, how to spin by the ball of her heel. She shows me how fun life can be. She has a lot of boots, a closet of boots, but this pair show me how slippery the snowfall isn't for her. Even her frou-frou, led by a diamond Dolce & Gabbana collar, the leash to follow, wears expensive boots. Would it be 2 dog pairs or 1 dog pair? I wouldn't know. It is unfortunate for a dog to be confined in the city with only cement to shit on. Well, now's the time. I see them walk forward, then stop. Her coat hood falls off. Wet rivulets on her damp forehead, a wild red. And then the frou-frou arched its back and let one out. Its white back in an arch, snow traces her curvature, mats down fur, follows the line of the spine. It was wide. I remember the circumference, the asshole. The tough black meat pup turd caressing the snow with one steamy kiss. God damn! That dog eats better than I do. Her hood froze away from her face. Full, bright red lipstick shone in the sunshine. Her cheeks a diamond pier. Last night, the weatherman said certain neighborhoods will flood from melting morning snow. He read off zip codes. She picks it up. It must be hot in her hands. And it is placed in a plastic bag.
I imagine what she does day to day, how she masturbates. Can she come hard? Do her ovaries influence stock exchange rates? Could she bring down the Dow? What her asshole looks like, if it is bleached, and if she too eats corn for dinner. Thank you.
Woo! Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
That was the real stuff, everybody.
Coming up, if you know the show Boy Room, hosted by Rachel Coster, I'm going to be on Boy Room season finale 2. My Instagram is Brooklyn Police Department. Thank you.
I have seen that show, Boy Room. Is it a TikTok show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. So they go to different boys' rooms and they just look at the filthy, but I'm sure maybe yours is great.
Season 2 finale.
The finale, oh shit. All right, JT Connor's got some serious. We love it. Great poetry. We look forward to the TikTok finale. That is a season finale TikTok star, everybody, right here in our midst. Give it up for JT Connor. Come on now. Come on now. That'll probably pop up in my feed now that the phone is listening. Do you hear that, JT Connor? Boy Room season 2 finale. It's going to pop up in my TikTok. Okay. All right, we've got Annannya George on deck. We've got Justin Payot, Dylan Haston, Robbie Goodwin, Vince Biagiotti. Let's get the man, without further ado, Angel, everybody. There are angels among us. It's Angel Lugo time, baby. Baby, baby.
Yeah. So I had 90 on me, hold on. Make sure he got his beats and shit. Alrighty. Put one right on one before it. Mic check 1, 2. How we doing?
Yeah.
All right, we got a late crowd. I love late crowds. Woo! It's more personal. Yeah, it's all good. All right, before I get going, I just want to say last week, me and my buddy go to Costco, right? It's on my fucking afternoon off after I did a showing. And he's like, yo, I just brought some top shelf shit, man. Go over to this crib and shit, come back from Costco. And this dude has green crack. That's literally the name of that shit, bro. That shit reeked. He broke 2 Russian creams, man. We got halal food. I don't know what happened. Yo, I swear to God, this happened to me. This never happened to me. I swear to God. I ate the food. We smoked the blunts. I ate the food. I was just chilling, watching Naruto and shit. I'm like, yo, the whole cockles was fire. This shit is fire. I'm stoned off my ass. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get some water. I don't know what happened. I went into the kitchen to get water. I think I was just too high. I had an anxiety attack in the fucking kitchen for 15 minutes. And then I don't know what it was. My brain was like, yo, you should just lay on the floor in his living room, be all right. So I turned on the AC and I was just laying there puddling in sweat. He comes out, he's like, yo, you good, man? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm good. He texted me this morning. He's like, yo, I was talking to my mother the other day about he fucking died in my fucking living room. I didn't know what to do with you. And I was like, got too stoned at your house, my bad, bro. I'm good though. Just wanted to share that. Yeah, or them Russian creams just hit different. I told him, I was like, that's some good weed, man. I don't know what you be smoking on. I got 2 tracks for y'all tonight. I'll do accordion, of course. It's up close and personal, and I'll give y'all a recorded track, of course. If you got real estate or looking for an apartment, holla at your boy. I'll be here afterwards for 10 minutes. If you're chilling in the back, move closer, man. It can be more personal, my brothers. I know. It's been that kind of night. I got you. I'm ready when you are, Matt. Oh, you want to do the recording one first? See. All right. Thank you for turning up the mic session. Man, I thought he was going to go ahead and tell them. Follow along, yeah. All I do is rhyme. Tell you how to get this money. I've been dropping dimes. Killing times within my studies. I've been living life. Barely living, ain't it funny? Waiting for my time. Time to go and make this money. All just a dream. Writing rhymes on the rooftop. Another transit delay. Man, I'm only 2 stops away from my concentration. Incoming complications. Laser class, laser work. Messing up my obligations. Epilepsy survivor. Due for nominations. Native is the name. Yeah, love throughout the nation. People living in the past. Is it time for recollection? I've been looking to the future and I swear it's beautiful. Couple good investments into savings looking suitable. You heard about Dave? Blew his brains out in the cubicle. When it blew his money over sipping pharmaceuticals. Isn't it ironic? They say native, you're iconic and you're writing another story. Such a venom with it too. Yeah,
I've been dropping dimes, killing times within my studies. I've been living life, barely living, ain't it funny, waiting for my time. Time to go and make this money. Second story, but tonight the balls around credentials have weight behind your name when the villains come to get you. Now wait, what kind of wait? Are we really talking interpretations open, so I keep it metaphorical. Insight from a demon's conversations with the oracle. Dialing down the lyrics so you know this joint recordable. Rain singles, rain jingles, jazz motion like a mingle. Showing love to white shorties, I'm the newest Christian mingle. Yeah, tell me how to write it, baby, tell me how you like it. Cautious how you write it, cause my flow is venomous. Preach about equality, get handouts from the feminists. Can I write economy, first classes with my therapist? Third story full of terrorists, watch out for the deep end. Those that are closest may just switch up like the seasons. They don't kill like Hannah Baker, they don't need no reasons. Penny pinches still of money, nigga, tell completion. All I do is rhyme, tell you how to get this money. I've been dropping dimes, killing times within my studies. I've been living life, barely living, ain't it funny, waiting for my time. Time to go make this money, all I do is rhyme, tell you how to get this money. I've been dropping dimes, killing times within my studies. I've been living life, barely living, ain't it funny, waiting for my time. Time to go and make this money, yeah. Shout out to Matt, thank you so much. My first track, thank you, that's so fun. I like going off the color first, I guess I'm closing out tonight with that. Thanks so much. Oh, man. Brother Matt, thank you, as always. Woo! You need me or you good over there?
What song?
Slide up. Yeah, bro, you gonna be in there for a while. Yeah, there's a lot of shit in there. All right, one second. Y'all feeling some like deep shit, or y'all feeling some like upbeat shit? What we feeling? Y'all want some like upbeat shit? All right, I gotta get charged. I gotta tie my hair up first. All right, just let me tie my hair. I'm sorry, it just gets in my face, especially when I'm moving around a lot. It's all good. My homegirl tells me, yo, if you like go to a stylist, brush that shit out, do a full blowout, it's over. I was like, I don't know if I'm trying to go to a Dominican shop for an hour and have them go crazy on me, but maybe in the future. I'm selling you out, man. This is a personal favorite. I'm fearful of the dark, and you know what's creep, man. Former foes that are waiting to get even. I'm filled with the wrath. This may put you in a coffin. It's a shame. Such a talent that's lost it. Greed at the envy, and then yet another shadow. Full metal jacket that is printed on the ammo. I just roll a tight blunt with a little bit tobacco, and I share it with you, shorty. But you gotta go commando. Come on, what's the difference? I'm a roamer of the streets, and the same kind of brother that will rip apart the beat. Yo, pull a bear, baby, like a Alonzo to the beat. Got a ballpark's crazy. I expand into the streets. Come on, I'm loved, I'm hated, still rugged, still native. Come on. Big motherfucker, fat flow. It's hot up in this motherfucker. I'm asthmatic. Woo, man. Let me have the bottle. I feel like getting wasted. I'm going full throttle since nothing's ever sacred. I'm laying on the grass, earphones full of jazz, breaking up the gas, not the type that's from your ass. You barely even working, yet you're trying to take 5. Your pussy ass acting like you got 9 lives. Well, better yet, fuck it. I think you'll never live, cause all you know is take. Well, everyone's a give, and all I know is pain, and all I see is sin, and all I see is strain, and all I see is trend. Come on, I'm loved, I'm hated, still rugged, chill, name, come on. Thank you, y'all. It's paradise, it's always an honor. Late night, gotta make it personal, you feel me? OG just chilling, he used to this already, man. You can find me on Instagram, BK Native, and if you're not here on Monday night, you gotta make this your spot. Shout out to the host, shout out to all of you, it's all for you. Holla at a motherfucker. I'm making a collab album. You think you got the talent, you think you got the skill. I got 7 motherfuckers on it already. I'm looking for more talent, just holla at me. More life, overcome your pain. Thank you.
Yeah.
Give it up for Angel Lugo, the collab album, More Life, More Life. We're lucky to have Angel Lugo here on Mondays, everybody. Thank you for sticking around with us. Things are just getting good. We've got Gio in the house, everybody. We got Annannya, well, we got Justin Payat on deck, Dylan Haston, Robbie Goodwin, Vince Biagiotti, Tommy Lynch, Adiel K, Jim McKenzie, Gio, and then maybe some more. I don't know if Abe Shapiro will try some other names. Let's get, all right, we're very excited about this next act. Gonna be, he normally is performing miracles for us, but tonight he's going to be showing us his inner life. Give it up for The poetry of Annannya George, everybody. Amazing magician, gonna do some poetry.
Annannya.
Oh wait, I forgot my prop. I have my prop. Hello.
Woo!
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Wait, I can't hear you from up here.
Hello!
Oh, hi. Nice to see you. Matt, can I get some like smooth jazz, whatever you wish? So I just finished a whole slew of shows doing magic, and I'm about to work on a giant full length. So between working on tricks for that, I thought I'd come up here and share some poetry because it was this mic that inspired me to like actually step up here and share some of that. So are you guys excited?
Yeah!
I'm sorry, I have a bad hearing problem. I can't hear you.
Yeah!
Okay, sick. So this first one, there was someone earlier who did a very political poem. I wanted to start there. This one's called Gunshot Heard at the Met, and I stood there watching. Ooh. Are you ready?
Yes.
Cool. Matt, can you volume down a little bit? Perfect, thank you. Waves of panic. Waves of people in a panic thought they heard a gunshot. The news didn't cover it, sirens didn't calm it. How could they, I thought. They ran because they feared their life, for their people had failed them. They ran because they thought it was the end, for the power to kill enslaved them. Their fears left unseen by toting freedom lovers. If one has the freedom to choose, why the other free to suffer? As I watch this wave of people let down by their own nation, I'm still optimistic in the eagle, but not in those who tout salvation. Waves of people ran. They thought they heard a gunshot. Really, it was a pigeon hitting a window. But that pigeon exposed an ingrained rot. Thank you.
Woo!
I should mention I'm not from this country. I love this country. But yeah, you guys have some major problems, bro. The next one is called When You Grow Up. And this was during a time when I was still waiting for my visa application to come in. And the day it kind of got accepted, I sat down in my studio and penned this one down. When you grow up, you'll be just the same. Just your worries will be more. You'll still wonder if you can love, but now rent knocks at your door. I don't want to go to school today, now becomes I want to quit my day job. Used to celebrate graduating with cake, now you celebrate visas with $6 kebabs. I love the dissonance here, it's awesome. Adulthood is just more rules to a game you should understand. If you don't have any special power-ups or classes, just a wooden sword and shield in your hand. But congratulations to you! Because you like learning how to wield it. Very few learn to use the balance and most just stay shielded. But that's only the way I see it at the age of 25. I was 25 when I wrote this. Getting better on the defensive, but we were born to win the fights. There are some fights you cannot win, and you'll have to learn to live with that. Doesn't mean you can't follow your dreams. Dreams are just fuel to keep your soul intact. This may sound dour from where you stand, but not so looking back. For if you do it right, the wooden shield, and if you guys know where this is going, say it with me, becomes a self-empowered battle axe. Yeah! Heave ho! Watch the bad guys fall. You have gained the gift of self. No matter where you go, what you do, laugh and be merry, my friends. Woo! Is anyone a John Masefield fan in the house? No John Masefield. He has this beautiful poem called Laugh and Be Merry, and the second line is, remember, better the world with a song. So this poem ends in parentheses, remember, better the world with a song.
How about that?
Yeah, thank you. The final one that I want to read for you tonight, I wrote in an airport after a very sick bachelor party in Louisville, Kentucky. So there's like a little nod to a stripper that I met there. But hey, this is about my personal life, all right? Matt warned you. This one's called Meaning Territory. Ooh. Yeah, it does smell like energy. Not sound, smell. Meaning territory. Are you ready for this? It starts wonderfully. When you die, what will matter? Woo! Thank you, that one person who laughed. When you die, what will matter? I ask humanity's greatest question. The trees they'll hum, the rivers chime, this is humanity's outcome. Yet we live every single day, live to find meaning in the mundane. She's an acrobat, has no stage, so she shoves her tits in people's face. That's the stripper I was talking about earlier. Some find meaning in flesh, others reclaim theirs in spirits. Not spirits, because yet eventually we want another who finds meaning in our lyrics. Again, we don't own this rock. The honor belongs to the peat and moss, but we've created music, liquor and poetry to say, this is my meaning territory. We laugh, we dance, we smoke, we sing, to celebrate how our friend found his orchestra. Then we cry, we pour, we lament, we brood. Once our friend reaches the coda. Does anyone know what a coda is? Yeah? Oh, it's the end of like a musical notation. But we remember one another for their music, liquor, and poetry, and how fleetingly in this life of earth, we found some semblance of harmony. When you die, what will matter? Remains humanity's greatest question. Socrates, Plato have struggled to respond. What makes you think this drunk poet has the suggestion? Cheers to you. Thank you very much.
The immortal love poetry of Annannya George, everybody. Give it up for the smooth jazz. That was pure moods. Give it up one more time. That might be, is that the last time? I mean, we'll be singing Annannya George, I'm not sure.
Probably not.
All right, we're here. He's back.
2 more months.
Fuck yeah, all right, so we'll have 2 more months. Give it up one more time for Annannya George, 2 more months. 2 more months of magic, all right. Dylan Houston, you are on deck. Robbie Goodwin, Vince Biagiotti, Tommy Lynch, Adiel K, Jim McKenzie, Ortmick. I don't know if any of those people are here, but all right, let's get up Justin Payot. Justin, P-E-Y, are you out there? All right, how about Dylan Haston? All right, give it up for Dylan. Dylan, are you here? Dylan, not here. Okay, how about Robbie Goodwin? How about Vince Biagiotti? Tommy Lynch? All right, let's get Adiel K up, everybody. One of the funniest guys in New York. A rare 11 p.m. appearance for the great Adiel K, everybody. Oh yeah, and we'll be using the Adiel K microphone, everybody, so get ready.
Is it on? Click it on.
It's on. It's not on.
It's not on.
I'll use the other one.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
People who know me know that I use this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck.
Sorry.
Dude, if I bomb, it's because I'm using this mic. That's... Yo, give it up for Matt, everybody. Give it up for your host. Please give it up for the bartender. Please tip him. He's dope. He's awesome. He's been serving all night, cleaning up. Dude, I'm fucking pissed Biden dropped out, dude. Here's my thing. I was just so looking forward to the debate. Like, that's the only thing I was looking for. Like, I have a whole impression of what Trump would be like at the debate. Like, this is my if Biden didn't drop out, this is my impression of Trump at the next debate, right? What's that, Joe? I can't hear you, Joe. I can't hear you, Joe. My ear got shot off, Joe. I can't hear you, Joe. Doesn't matter what you say, Joe. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Joe. Okay? Doesn't matter. And this is my impression of Joe. I actually forgot what I was gonna say. All right. Cause like I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen now. I have no fucking clue. Kamala just raised, I just saw she just raised like $26.5 million, which is pretty impressive. 90.
She's raised 90 now?
90 million.
90 million, dude. Does anybody in here have $90 million? You have 90 million? No, you don't. Fucking out of here, dude.
No, I gave it to Kamala.
Dude, if you had $90 million, you would be in the basement of this place right now. Alright. I took the subway to get here. I was in the subway station. You ever push the turnstile so hard it smacks you in the ass?
Yep.
It's like, damn, bro, we playing basketball? You haven't seen me. What the fuck? Good. I like taking the subways though because I like going people watching. You guys go people watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like bird watching. But instead of throwing little pieces of bread at them, you just throw the whole loaf. You know what I mean? Yeah, I threw a whole loaf of bread at this dude's head the other day. He was like, ow. I was like, it's fucking bread. Get the fuck out of here. One of the things I noticed while people watching in the subways is cops. You notice how cops always walk in pairs of two, you know? It's always like a guy cop and a guy cop, or a guy cop and a lady cop. And whenever, well, it's never really a lady cop and a lady cop, which I kind of find a little sexist, you know? But sometimes when I'm in the subways and I see like a guy cop and a lady cop walking and I want to entertain myself, I'll go up to the lady cop while pointing to the guy cop and I'll be like, is this guy bothering you? The guy cop's always like, I'm sorry, sir, is there a problem here? I'll be like, I'm sorry, I was talking to her, not you. Could you just back up a little bit? 6 feet, please? You know you can do better than him, right? I think that's my type, though, you know, woman cops. I just want to get stunned into coming every night. That's what I want. Dude, I was like, I was on the way here, and I saw like a couple of those cops just not doing their jobs, and dude, I feel safer in this city when crime is up, to be honest. Like, I saw, like, cops the other day eating an acai bowl. I've never felt less safe in my entire life, dude. You ever see a cop scooping acai out of an acai bowl and spill a little bit of it on his uniform, dude? It's fucking pathetic, bro. Watching cops not do their jobs is like watching a fisherman fish, you know? You never know when the fuck they're gonna catch one. That's criminal. Dude, it's so weird. I'm so not used to this mic, dude. I'm so used to the fucking baller-ass mic I make Matt put on this stage. Sorry, dude. Thank you. Yo, pick it up! No, I'm just kidding. I work at a coffee shop. I work as a barista. Yeah, I said barista at a show the other day and some heckler yelled out, "It's actually barista, you misgendered yourself." She's like, fuck me. So, I work as a barista. We have interns at the coffee shop
which is kind of ironic because the interns are supposed to get the coffee, bring it back to the office. They're not supposed to be fucking working at the coffee shop, you know? So like I'm like, you know, training these interns, and they're really insecure. They're like 16, whatever, but they're really insecure. And I know this because I was showing them how to make this coffee drink. And afterwards I was like, all right, any questions? And one of them just goes, yeah, why don't you like me? I was just like, what am I, your dad? No more questions. No more fucking questions. I'm not doing this shit. I actually, I almost got robbed on the job the other day. Keyword almost. So I'll give you a little bit of context. The coffee shop I work at is in Brooklyn. And any Brooklyn heads in the house? You guys also run after the Mr. Softy truck with a heart on? That's good. I live in Brooklyn, and I work in a coffee shop in Brooklyn. And I almost got robbed on the job, so I'll break down what happened. This dude, he comes into the coffee shop, comes up to the front counter, looks me dead in the eyes and goes, yo, let me get a free cup of iced coffee. I was just like, all right, just give me a second. Like, that's how easy it is to get away with robbery in Brooklyn. You know, you just gotta ask for it sternly enough. I was just like, all right, just give me a second. I got some other people who already paid. I gotta make their orders real quick. I'll get you your free cup of iced coffee. Just give me a minute, right? So like, while I'm making these other customers' orders, I could see that he was kind of getting mad. He was kind of getting agitated. He was getting like really angry that I didn't make his order right away, right? So what he does is he makes a gun out of his hand, puts it over his shirt and in his pants, and just goes, yo, let me get $20 out of the register. It looked like he had the heater on him, but it also just looked like he was about to shoot his own dick off with his own hand. And he just goes, yo, let me get $20 out of the register. And I look up at him and I go, only $20? That's all you're gonna ask for? Dude, this is the most petty theft I've ever encountered. This is pathetic. This is terrible. The only way it could have gone worse is if he went down. He's just like, actually, let me get $15.95. Let me get some change with that. You know what I mean? Like, so what I did was I took out my phone. As soon as I took out my phone, he goes, oh, bet, call the cops, see what happens. I wasn't gonna call the cops, so my boss was outside the shop, and I didn't want him to come back to a bunch of squad cars outside of the shop. So what I did was I called my boss to make sure it was okay we could get robbed. And I'm calling out my boss. My boss picks up the phone. He goes, hey, what's going on, man? And I go, hey, man, we're getting robbed. And he's like, oh, no. And while I'm on the phone with my boss, the dude with the fake gun still in his pants just goes, bro, just let me get $10 out of the register. Just let me get $10. He fucking went down, guys. He fucking went down. So I'm on the phone with my boss, right? And I'm just like, yeah, we're getting robbed, but I think I might be able to squeeze some money out of this guy. Let me call you back. And I hang up the phone. And he just leaves. I mean, he like fucking bothered some other customers, but he leaves, right? And my boss comes back and he checks the security cameras. Before that, he like took like a fucking nunchuck and like went outside trying to look for this guy. But it's Brooklyn. And he fucking checked the security cameras. He printed out a bunch of pictures of this guy and he put it all up over the neighborhood, like front door of the shop, which is great because like now everybody in the neighborhood knows that this guy's trying to rip off small businesses, you know? But guys, the amount of PTSD I've gotten from seeing this dude's face every day clocking into work has been traumatizing. So yeah, it's my robbery story. Attempted robbery. Close to attempted assassination, but not quite there. I walked in on I walked in on somebody getting a blowjob at my job. And that's really eye-opening experience if you've ever had that happen to you. Because like what I did was I knocked on the door, nobody answered, so then I opened the door and the dude that's getting blown just goes, oh shit, I'm sorry, man, and just starts pulling up his pants and I just go, it's fine, just finish. And then I close the door Because what the fuck am I supposed to do at this point? You know what I'm saying? Just be like, oh, I'm sorry, it's 3 a crowd? Are we not fucking sharing in this one bathroom stall? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Is that my time out? Yeah, that's my time. Alright, yo, give it up for yourselves. Give it up for all the performers and acts you've seen. Give it up for Matt. My name's Adiel. Okay, have a great rest of the night. Peace, you guys can do it.
Give it up for Adiel K fucking killing here at 11 p.m. on a Monday night. Come on, in the East Village, the home of comedy in the United States of America. We are the funniest city. We're funnier than LA. We're funnier than Austin, Texas. That is the truth, everybody. And give it up for Adiel K one more time. All right, I wrote one line every day for a year. This is today's line. July 22nd. Making inaccurate prophecies, this shitty treasure gesture above parallel rain. So it was raining that day. Get 1 year. All right, we've got Gio on deck. We have Art Mick coming up. We have Derek Estrella coming up. And I don't know if anybody else wants to sign up. I had some names. I don't know if they're here, but let me know if you want to sign up. We could get you up. Could we get Jim McKenzie up? Jim McKenzie still in the house. This woman came in, she was with her husband. She said her husband played the piano. I guess they left. Oh, god damn it. Are you ready, Gio, or do you need a minute? All right, let's get the great Gio up. So we got Art Mick on deck, Derek Estrella coming up after that. Let's give it up for Gio, everybody. He's always sounding good, great musician. Oh, sorry.
Check. There we go. Cool. What's up, everyone? Woo! My name is Gio, and I'm gonna play some of my music. This song is called Steiner. Sure. Should I? Should I? I could see the way that you leave me so blind, able to see all those pretty lines.
What's your name? My name's Grace. Fantastic. Just a few people.
Not sure that's true. Guess I did not mind. A little time can be all for me. Okay, so the song was called Steinway, and this song is called Even Now. Cool. I got the agreement to do one more, so I'll do this a short one. This song is called Girlfriend. Dedicate this song to my blushing so that we could be so much closer now. Every now and then I'll have some running with him, my authentic self. Sometimes we are friends, sometimes I can't believe. The attention I need, is it forgiving too much? Is it late all the time? Is it worth all the fights? Is it day and night? Is it something you like, or is it not worth your time? Why'd they break you? Why'd they let you down? So that we could be so much closer now. Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic. Give it up for Gio, everybody. The precision, the finger picking, and it's like rain. It was just so beautifully. I was listening to her page. She was just phenomenally great. Give it up one more time for Gio, everybody. You're playing a gig coming up, right? Or
August 19th, Pete's Candy Store.
all right, check them out August 19th at Pete's Candy Store. Thank you guys for sticking around. Once again, if you want to sign up, please let me know. We got Derek Estrella on deck. Grace is going to come up. Fantastic. All right, we have Grace on deck. Let's get Derek Estrella, everybody. Been waiting patiently all night. He's not coming? Derek?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it up. So you're next. Is that okay? You're next. Give it up for Derek, everybody. Derek Estrella, been waiting patiently. Give it up for Derek. Woo!
I mean, like, gracefully, right? I just started cycling, and my first run, I hit 40 miles, and I couldn't hold it back from texting everybody and she's sending everybody a screenshot. And I think my ball has dropped an extra millimeter, maybe 2. But then, of course, second ride, went a little bit less and I hit 20. And I was still just as cocky as the first 40, and I was like, all right, like everybody, I'm the new shit in town. On my way on my last ride, just a week ago, I was on mile like 16, and I'm on the right side, and I have a helmet on, and I'm running up the hill, and I see this truck, and I'm running up to the left side of it, and right as I come up on it, they open their door, and just ka-boom, ka-boom, ka-plow. And I took a tumble, and I was just so surprised, and I was just winded, and just like, kind of like right now, just figuring out how to adjust my eyes, and then realizing my eyes aren't gonna adjust for a little while. So just fall into it, and just call my brother, because I'm not gonna know what the fuck to do right now. And so once I did, he's a little bit like the lawyer of the family, and so I go ahead and I tell him, I'm like, hey, I don't know what I just did, but the Optimum guy is calling somebody. We can make some money here. I don't know. Eat your snacks. don't worry about it. Just sit back, let them call the cops. All right. Drank my water, ate some fucking gummy bears, and I sat back, and the guy's just looking at me, and I look up, and I just moved over to Stanford, and that's what got me into the cycling, and so I'm over the white women, not so much over the white men still. They still scare the dog shit out of me. So like, I'm working on it, and he's just telling me, hey, listen, buddy, like, I got you, buddy, like, you're my #1 priority here. And I'm like, I can't tell if you're telling me the truth. Out comes the cop, and he's just also white. So I'm stuck in between white and rocking a hard place, and I'm just like, damn, what do I do? Brain still isn't really clicking for me. Brother's still on the headphone, so I'm like, all right, at least he hears everything and he knows what's going on. He's kind of giving me the A-OK overhead, and the ride guy, the officer says, you actually crossed over into Harrison, so I'm no longer required to do anything with you, so I'm gonna leave. And just disappears. Luckily there was an ambulance, but I'm not trying to pay that bill. But I got a bike that doesn't function, so I'm just like, can you be a taxi? Like, don't worry about the blood pressure. My heart's pumping, I can still speak. My eyes will get back on it, I'll get adjusted, but can you be my taxi? Get over. Luckily, I got over to the train station, brother over the headline, and he's like, you know what, I'll call you the Uber. I got back home, and just like myself, the Uber was Dominican, and he was like, hey, papi, pero, you did all these, papi? And I'm like, still winded somehow in the back, and I'm so like, yeah, man, I'm just waiting to get home so I could just hit the bar and get high and get right and go to sleep again. Because I don't know what the fuck I just did. And luckily I made it to today. Am I right? Am I right? Woo!
All right, we're glad you're okay. Give it up for Derek Estrella, Poppy. Thank you for sharing that. Oh yeah, that was amazing. Jesus Christ, what a great story. Thank you for sharing that. Hell yeah, thanks for sticking around. So let me know if you want to give it up one more time. Fucking fantastic.
This is my first time on, by the way, like ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
That's your first time ever? Yeah. That's amazing.
The buddies here from high school, they can attest to it. Like,
hell yeah.
Sit in person. Thank you guys for sticking around.
Fantastic. That was awesome. That was absolutely.
I'm just, oh my god.
You guys went to high school in New York, or?
Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, hell yeah, amazing. Yeah. So you took the train in, or?
No, I live out here.
Oh shit, okay.
Back on the bike.
Whoa, fuck. All right, the legend of Sleepy Hollow. Give it up for Derek. Hell yes, on the motherfucking bike, born to be wild, baby. That is awesome as hell. Sleepy Hollow. All right, we'll have to come up there. Thank you guys for chilling. We'll have to fucking come chill in fucking Sleepy Hollow. All right, without further ado, let's get Grace up. Yeah. Give it up for Grace. Give it up for Grace.
Oh, that's a piano.
Yeah,
I am short. Yes. I've actually never been on a stage or held a microphone ever. Yes. My girlfriend told me I was funny, and I was like, I'm a woman and I'm tits, so no one will listen anyway. But yeah, no, I've always had some stage fright, even though I've always been like a very out and crazy bitch. But yeah, like I used to like go to my high school teachers when we were supposed to like present a project and be like, hey, can I come in for lunch and like do it for you alone because I'm nervous to go in front of the whole class. And they'd be like, no. And I would just be like, okay. And then I would like drop a tab of acid and go do the presentation anyway.
Genius.
Yeah. So I've never stood on a stage, and I was curious about it. Woo! Yeah.
You're hot!
Yeah, my girlfriend said I was funny, but I think she just wants me to eat her pussy, honestly. And I was like, all right, well, all the men up here just joke about their balls, so I'm gonna talk about my tits and my pussy too, I guess. Yeah, I got like really wasted, obviously, and that's why I now have a microphone in my hand. But it's been cool. I manage a bar in Brooklyn. Is the coffee shop guy still here? No, he left. I related to him and his robbery story. I've never gotten robbed, but like the Brooklyn service industry is for real. If anyone relates to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for real. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have any bits, but I didn't think anyone was actually gonna listen to me. Wait, did you say show me your titties? I heard show me your titties from like 4 different dudes.
He just said pussy.
Same thing for me. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting this now. I should have just like come in. Does that bath work? I should have just come in and like gone completely naked and like sat in that bath, and then like people would have paid more attention and probably stayed. But you know, it's fine. Anyway, I don't know if there's like a time requirement. If I like end this early, am I gonna get like shot in the fucking head, or am I allowed to just like step down? Yeah. Next time I'm gonna do acid and then come back, just like in high school, because I always got like a F or a D, or was like a C, F, or D on those projects where I was on acid. So at least I'd get like a. Everyone's drinking, so I'd probably get like a B here. I do that. And maybe I'll play this piano, because what the fuck. Anyway, bye.
Yeah!
Alright. Oh, it's so bright. You can't see me. Like, that's cool.
We are breaking barriers. Every single performer that is Grace's first time on a stage, she is trashed. It was magical. I mean, that was really breaking down walls. I wish the comedians were here. I think they would have loved that. They would have loved all that stuff about pussy and tits, and they love that stuff. Give it up for Grace. Give it up for Grace. Fantastic. Let's get Morin up. Her friend is going to do a little retort. A little retort. Give it up for Morin.
That was my girlfriend, who's a jihad. Woo! Hi, I'm Lauren. So I started thinking about what story I would want to tell if I was standing up on a stage. And then I was like, I'm gonna go stand up on a stage. My mom died this month. True story. And my mom was a badass. She was also a very tiny human, and I am not. And so my whole life, there was like a lot of battles in my house around food and eating and diets and what one should look like when one is a female-bodied human, which was a struggle for me because, you know, gender is a concept. And so I joined the Peace Corps, which doesn't sound related to body issues, but there was like honestly a part of me the whole time, like the whole process, that was like, yeah, but I'll get skinny though. You know, I'm out there, I'm gonna like build latrines and help the humans and shit, but like I might get skinny. That's racist! It might happen. So I joined the Peace Corps. And I was in the Peace Corps and I met this other person who was like from the Upper East Side of New York. So she understood eating disorders. Like in a way that was just, you know, next level. And so we were a part of this project where we were gonna go travel around and educate people about AIDS. It was called AIDS ride. And we rode on bicycles. I'm not kidding, this is true. We rode on bicycles, like out into villages. And so we were like gonna be on this ride for like 2 weeks. And my friend and me on the Upper East Side said, well, we should take this as an opportunity. She was like, okay, so we're gonna go on this diet for AIDS ride diet. White people shit.
Oh my god.
And she was like, we're only gonna eat grapefruit. We're only gonna eat grapefruit while we ride bicycles through fucking miles and miles of like backwoods West Africa. We're gonna eat grapefruit and it's gonna be great. We're gonna be so thin. Grapefruit is a diuretic. Point this out to y'all, the story I'm about to tell you. So when you are in the Peace Corps, there's a lot of privilege because people put you on this pedestal. So we're on this AIDS ride and it's a whole group of fucking well-meaning white people biking around on fucking truck bikes, telling people how to use condoms and shit. So they put you up. They put you up in these villages, right? And they're like, you're gonna stay here, and we're gonna like put you up in this school, and we're gonna cook you a meal, and it's gonna be great. You're gonna have a good time. And we're only gonna eat grapefruit. So we're staying in this house, and they cooked a meal, but me and I only ate grapefruit, and we went to bed. And I woke up and it was the middle of the night and it was very dark and my stomach was not okay. Things were not okay. It was not going to be okay. I was going to have to get very far away from where all of the humans were. And so I got up and I had this headlamp, you know, like that someone sent me from the United States. Just like a like a battery-powered fucking headlamp, right? And I like wore it with like elastic band around my head. And I was like, I gotta get away, I gotta go out into a field somewhere because this is not going well for me and my stomach. So I wander out into this field and I think I found like a quiet, remote place to do what the fuck I needed to do because I'd only been eating grapefruit for 3 days and riding a bike. I thought I was alone and then I started hearing these rustling sounds. My pants are down around my ankles and I'm, you know, kind of like this. And there's rustling happening. I'm unsure what is happening and where it's coming from, so I'm, you know, looking around. And there are pigs. Wild pigs from remote areas who have sensed my presence and have begun to form a small circle around me and what I am trying to do with my life. So I'm like this, and I like reach down and I find a stick. I've got a stick, and I'm like warding back pigs, and I'm literally keeping them away from me while I finish doing everything that I need to do. At which point, like I rapidly pull up my pants and run, and I swear to God, like I'm not lying, they like came in like a fucking swarm and just, you know, took over what had happened there. And I thought to myself, you know, K-Moss said, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. And my mom is a very small human and I really want to make her proud, but like, Jesus Christ, I would rather be fat. Thanks.
Wow. I mean, you can't really top that. Give it up for that inspirational message from Lauren, everybody. All right, I mean, that's going to do it. That's the end of our list, everybody. That is that. Thank you for sticking it out. This is an early night for us. Just going to Do a little piano fantasia discussion to play us out, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sticking. It's early. It's early. It's early. It's summertime. Summertime. It ended, but I am hopeful. I am ready for our black woman president. That's what I want. I am so ready. I think it's going to happen. I'm optimistic for the first time, you know, about our political process. There's just insanity every day. I mean, it's like a fucking TV show, the twists and the turns. What's happening this week? What will happen next week? The guy's getting his ear blown off. He's fist pumping. And she's viral. I love it. I think Gen Z loves Kamala. I think she's a You don't, Gen Z.
She's a cop. Well,
she is a cop. We know she's a cop. It's okay. Yes, we have to.
I was definitely not voting for Biden, but I will vote for Kamala.
There you go. That is fucking progress right there. That is crazy. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Is that being reflected in the polls? Yeah, so I don't know. It didn't look good. It didn't look like we were gonna have anything to look forward to. We were just trapped in a kind of fucking corpse. Tales from the Crypt. But I'm optimistic about the next year in America. Optimistic about our future in America. I know she's a cop, but it's the optics matter. The optics matter. Look at Eric Adams, for Christ's sake. He sucks. He's the worst. Our city is falling apart. These blue cities are falling apart because these Democrat mayors are just letting the homos do whatever the fuck they want. People are doing heroin. There's fucking heroin needles everywhere. There's fucking heroin needles everywhere. I love doing drugs, but they shut down all the weed stores. I had a great thing going on with my weed guy. I went there on Christmas Day. He was 24/7. I could go to my weed guy at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. And they shut him down? That is a good business. That is a tax-paying storefront commercial property. And they were giving me good fucking business. Good weed, good weed. $15 eighths, $15 eighths. Now I gotta go to the dispensary. They charge me $3 tax on $20. That's 15%. Uncle Sam just wants his taste. You gotta give Uncle Sam a little taste. You gotta kick back to fucking Diamond Joe Biden and Kamala the fucking cop. She shut down. Kamala shut down the weed stores. Kamala shut down the weed stores with Eric Adams. It's all just optics. It's fake. It's fake. They don't want you to get high. They want the police state to fucking take over New York. It's a playground for the rich. They have armed guards in Fifth Avenue. That's all right. We're gonna rock it. We're gonna suck it. We're gonna do LSD. We're gonna expand our fucking minds. You cannot stop us. You cannot. We are winning the war on drugs. J.D. Vance. I'm calling you out, brother, J.D. Vance. You're my enemy, J.D. Vance. I don't like you, J.D. Vance. You're a hypocrite. You're a Silicon Valley twit. You're Peter Thiel. We did not take the Peter Thiel money. Easy Paradise did not take the dark money. We did not take the fucking Curtis Yarvin deal, okay? They never offered it to us, but I'd like to... I've never been tested. I'd like to think that if I was, I would pass. I'm not a loser. I've just never been tested. I'd like to think that if I was, I would pass. All right, everybody, go out. Get high, get high, get high till you die. But don't die. You know, they're gonna solve life by 2030s. We're gonna have immortality. If you can survive just another 10 years, if we can survive the fucking AI bot delivery insanity, the immigration crisis, the Eric Adams ISIS, the fucking terrorism in my mind, the pollution in my fucking colorectal system, red 5, yellow 5, until you die, it's gonna kill you. American fur will kill you. American fur will kill you till you fucking die. A million ways. There's a million ways to die. There's a billion ways. There's a fucking trillion ways to die. In the United States of fuck you. Fuck you all. We are the greatest fucking country. We're gonna elect, all the comedians love Trump. Yeah, come to my open mic, talk about how you fucking love Trump, you fucking fascist. Fucking fascist. Fascist. I love you. All right, everybody, thank you. Thank you for watching. Ta-da!
One stone's away. I love that one. To get back.
Just gonna do it tonight. Sign up for next week. Check out my YouTube live streams. Are you gonna be in my dreams tonight? Easy Paradise. We're closing it out early. Thank you for chilling. Take a bath. Alright, brother. Sorry to late tonight, man. Fuck yeah, the fucking their pages. Killing it, killing it, killing it, killing it, killing it, killing it. Good night, we love you. And in the end, the love you take is equal to love. Her poem about my dick made the final round of edits. Going to Sarah Lawrence was the most academically demanding part of my education. He lived there at the National History Museum listening to aliens on the radio. My toxic, abusive, possessive boyfriend. Some pages are missing. The sick piece that's attached to it, a long halo holding on to tomorrow. Salmon compound, still roar wall. Apple H, mouse guy. Got back on the same train I was on, been doing a lot of thinking. A beautiful, mighty forest used to cover the state. A squirrel could travel from one end to the other without ever having to turn around. Wouldn't we all feel better if the guy was dead? Some money for archiving isn't going to me. We still have to watch Platoon getting off at the next stop.